What's going on, wrestling family? Welcome back to the channel. So the Undertaker has a huge idea for the women's division. Now, y'all know I love the women's division, so I cannot wait to see what he has to say. But before we get started, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Let's get into this.
It's a big idea for the women's division. The WWE's
I see what it is.
roster is brimming with talent, so much so that the Undertaker has an idea how to further promote the various superstars on Raw and SmackDown. During an episode of his 6 Feet Under podcast, Taker proposed some new ideas for the women's roster. The women's division is really getting good. You got Jade, you got Rhea, you got Charlotte, you've got Bayley, you've got Naomi. The division is deep. I would like to see a women's Intercontinental Champion, and possibly, because there's two brands, a women's US Champion. I don't think you need more than that. You don't need to be a TV champion. Fans and some wrestlers have lobbied for a secondary title for the WWE's female division, which
for a long time, bro. We've been talking about this for the whole wrestling community have collectively agreed for a while that they need a mid-card title. There's some of them who don't agree with it. We're not talking about y'all. Y'all can step out the room. But for the rest of us who agree, we've been talking about this for a while. And hopefully, since The Undertaker brought this up on his 6 Feet Under podcast, I don't know how popular it is, but I'll check it out. Hopefully, it'll put some fire under the WWE's butts and they will release a mid-card title for the ladies. It is time, bro. It is time. Anyways, let's continue.
Triple H giving more time to the WWE's women's roster, this may be the right time to add these titles. Next up, Jon Moxley react.
Okay, I would have just did my own video if I thought so. Let me pick a background. No, I can't do Bayley dirty like that. Well, people might be triggered by this because it is what it is. You can't make everybody happy. But at the end of the day, I agree with Undertaker, right? For me on this channel, and at least in person, I've been saying two things that WWE needs to do for the past decade. I was like, for one, redesign those men tag team championships. I got tired of seeing those airhead candies with nickels gorilla glued on the front of them and having people walk around with them on. Now they finally redesigned those, which I'm happy about because I almost lost faith in that. And the second thing was we need to give the ladies a mid-card title. We need to. And I don't 100% agree with Undertaker that they need two mid-card titles. I think one will be enough. But if they do decide to give them two, I won't be mad. I can't sit here and complain about the fact that they don't have any other opportunities. And then when they give them more than enough, be mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. If they do that, that's fine. If they do two of them, then they probably should introduce one tonight at the draft and then introduce one on Raw at the draft for, the mid-card titles for those prospective brands. Now, I'm very curious, okay? And this may be a little nitpicky. I'm very curious as to why they gave a mid-card title to the NXT ladies, which I'm happy about, which may be because of Julia. It makes sense if that's the case. But why give them one first and not give one to the main roster? Doesn't make sense. Why create a WWE Speed Championship, which I love WWE Speed. But when you want to talk about one of the most unnecessary titles in WWE right now, that's got to be the one. That's got to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. I love the division. I love wrestling niche stuff like that. I did watch 205 Live. I watched NXT UK. I love all this stuff. I did watch Main Event too. But how do you get that title first before the women on the main roster get their mid-card title? Because they can really benefit from this happening. They really need it, right? I know the tag team champions for the ladies have been kind of like the pseudo mid-card-ish type title, but it just isn't. It isn't at the end of the day. And if you think about it, when it comes to these ladies, they only got three options, okay? Either become the heavyweight champion on either brand, Raw or SmackDown, or become the tag team champion, or do nothing at all. And I don't think that's really fair for the ladies. And I think a mid-card title would definitely benefit these women, especially if you're trying to build someone up to be a future champion. This can be an opportunity to do that. And some of these ladies can use this as a stepping stone, or some may just reach up to be a mid-card champion and that's it. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. There's been legendary wrestlers who've been the best mid-card champions of all times, and we consider them legends, specifically Scott Hall. Scott Hall. One of the greatest IC champions of all time, RIP to him. He did a fantastic run with that title. So I think this will work great for the ladies. And when we talk about mid-card champions, I can think of a bunch of ladies who can really benefit from this, like a Candice LeRae, like a Chelsea Green, an Indy Hartwell, Shayna Baszler, Mia Yim specifically. Oh, Naomi would make a great mid-card champion. She was a fantastic knockout champion at TNA, and this will be, or at Impact at the time, but she'll be a great mid-card champion. I think giving it to them we got too much talent on WWE when it comes to the ladies to just let them flounder around and wait for an opportunity at a title that someone's probably going to hold for a long time. I think it makes sense. Look what it's done for Gunther. Look what it's done for so many people's career. So at the end of the day, I'm hoping I am hoping they're going to pull the trigger on this soon. It may not be during the draft, but hopefully they do it soon. That's the last thing I've ever asked WWE to do outside of the changing the men's tag team titles. So hopefully they'll figure it out. I trust the designers now, so we don't have to worry about those titles looking like, or the mid-card titles looking like the 24/7 championship. They've been doing fine, all right? But let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Do you guys agree with the Undertaker? Should we have one mid-card title for the ladies? Should we have two or none at all? Let me know in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. Salute, peace, have a good day.